Alright, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Jake Paul versus Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping is a former UFC fighter who sort of stepped into a British Chael Sonnen type of role, I guess you would say. He mostly makes YouTube videos now. He did some commentary on UFC fights. And Jake Paul, his potential opponent, is also a YouTuber who sort of shifted over to boxing and sort of did, I guess you would say, the inverse of what Michael Bisping did. And he has sort of created this persona of being this really bad person, playing off of his YouTube reputation that's really helped him in terms of like pay-per-views. People wanted to see him get knocked out, whether he was fighting Nate Robinson or Ben Askren or Tyron Woodley twice. There's always been those people that are like, I'm wanting to see Jake Paul get knocked out so bad. Oh my goodness, blah blah blah. And it's led to Jake Paul getting a lot of money. And the reason I think that Michael Bisping and Jake Paul will be fighting soon is because of this article from Dexerto, where they quote a video of his. So reading from that, it says, "Do I want to fight Jake Paul? Listen, I've had a great career. I'm very happy with what I accomplished. I'm happily retired. I'm very, very happily retired. But I do miss the thrill of competition. And I don't see Jake Paul as necessarily a threat." Bisping, noting that his long-standing eye injury is still a hurdle to overcome for him to return. "Jake Paul beating you up sounds like fun. Of course you are a big star. And God bless, well done to you. I'm not hating. You've done great things. You're earning a lot of money. You're a big star. You're getting a lot of pay-per-views. And so for that reason, I probably would. The UFC legend added that he's had offers from Jake before, but a fight didn't materialize between the pair. Yeah, he said that the last time that he had gotten an offer from Jake Paul, he apparently just laughed it off. He didn't take it as serious, which, I mean, it's pretty understandable. I wouldn't take it as serious either. I'd be like, what? Why would I fight you? Especially if it was like pre him fighting Tyron Woodley or even fighting Ben Askren. It's like you just beat up an NBA guy, or you just beat up a YouTuber a couple years ago. Like, why would I fight you? It'd be a waste of my time, a waste of my talents. But moving on to the rest of the article, it says, the Brit added that he would oblige Jake's fight offer, but he'd need time to lose a bit of weight first. Sounds like fun. It gives me a reason to train and to get in shape. Give me a few months to lose a couple of pounds and let's go, baby. No problem," he concluded. As noted, Bisping has been open to fight Jake before, but would need a commission that is willing to sign off on him fighting with his injury history. So who knows if he'll be Jake's opponent in August. And yeah, that seems like to be the biggest and only real hurdle, because I know that like both fighters would make a lot of money, because it wouldn't be like the TikTokers versus YouTube fight. There would actually be good planning behind a thing of this nature and of this caliber. A lot of work and a lot of effort being put into it, and because of that, I think that this could be a really big endeavor. Now, obviously, like I said, the whole commission thing, possibly making it so that they can't fight, that is probably a big thing. I don't know exactly what Michael Bisping's eye injury is, but I mean, it's clearly like an issue. I don't know. Obviously, like I said, reading myself, I don't know how big of an issue, but it could be an issue is what I'm trying to get on here. And moving on, I think that the fight itself will be pretty good. I'm really interested for it. It could be like the best fight of Jake Paul's career, honestly. Just given how tough of a persona Michael Bisping has sort of built around himself, I could really see this like being like a big fight and really going somewhere in terms of like pay-per-views and like being like a super entertaining fight. Like that Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight was not entertaining. His last two fights, however, were really good, and I really enjoyed both of them. And I think this will, like I said, one of his best ones, if not the best one. I feel like influencer boxing is really stepping up a notch, especially with the creator clash happening with like like around 30 creators fighting in like one night, and then this coming up, which who knows who's going to be on the card for Jake Paul versus Michael Bisping. I mean, that could be an insane amount of people too. I'm really interested. This will be one of the first YouTube boxing events that I'm going to be interested in since like Logan versus KSI. I think this will, like I said, one of the biggest, one of the best ones, one of the most well organized. Right now, as of right now, I think Jake Paul is going to win by decision. I don't see him knocking out Bisping, but I don't see Bisping being able to like beat him, just given how much time he's had away from the game. It's just those years really add up. I remember Conor McGregor. He fought for like what, like 10 years, and he left for like a year and a half. And because of, well, part of it was, Khabib and all of that mentally losing like that, what that does to you. But he still came back from after that time away from the game, and he lost, and then he lost again, and he probably won't ever fight again. And there's a danger that that same sort of thing happens to Michael Bisping, because he's been away from the game since 2017. That's 5 years. That's around 5 times the time that Conor was away from the game. Like, there's going to be, obviously he's not going to be as good as he was. And will he be good enough to beat Jake Paul? In my opinion, I don't think so. But you guys let me know. Maybe you think that Michael Bisping will just beat him just because of how much more fighting experience he has than Jake. Also, Jake's been saying that he's going to get a UFC fight, even though he's been dissing Dana White. Not really going into like Michael Bisping versus in their fight, but like, still a weird thing I just want to talk about. I doubt it. Dana White doesn't like him. He said that Logan Paul could fight in a UFC fight if he really wanted to, and on their podcast, but we'll just have to wait and see. And that's what a lot of these videos come down to when it comes to fights, especially because we're talking about a fight that's going to come in August. Yeah, it'll be in August, so there's a lot of waiting, a lot of planning. They might not even fight, but they've both been really eager to fight, and I wanted to talk about it because I think there's a very, very good chance of it happening. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up my entire thought process on the entire thing. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know who you guys will think will win in the comments down below. Jeez, I'm gonna leave that in because it's so silly.